Hornets are back, okay? And this was a team that last year with LaMelo Ball and everyone coming together, they were really having a bandwagoning, a roller coaster of a season, and a lot of hype going into the playoffs, especially with the play-in. And now, they are what we'd say 12-8, and this is a team that they have been amazing. And really, Kelly Oubre and Terry Rozier have been the two guys who've been stepping it up a lot lately. There have been a bunch of other people, but I want to read you a quote from Terry Rozier. And this is from the other day on the Charlotte Observer. This is only their second loss here, said Terry Rozier, who was responsible as anyone for the Hornets' 6 win in their last 7 games, thanks to tossing in a season best 32 points. We were one of the teams to come in and do that. Hopefully we can continue the way we are playing, which is sticking together and playing hard. So it feels good. But now it's next game mentality. Just try to keep it up. And that's perfect. That's what they need. This is a team that they've been building, and you can see what they've been building. And especially against a game against the Magic, where the Magic kept fighting hard to the end of the game, and the Charlotte Hornets were relentless. I think that's just impressive. I know they went on a skid against the Clippers, Kings, and Lakers, but this is a team that when this team scores points in the paint, offensive rebounds, fast break points, second chance points, total rebounds, free throws attempts, free throw made, those are all the things that matter. When they're getting to the line and getting free charity stripe points, good. When they get hella rebounds, specifically offensive rebounds, I have said this is a team, when they get those offensive rebounds, and this is why they've been playing Nick Richards, is because it demoralizes your opponent and it gives you second chance opportunities. And then total rebounds, those set up fast break points, points in transition. When you can score in transition, it's another way to demoralize your opponent because you're making them gassed. When people are gassed, they get frustrated. Nobody likes to be tired. No one likes to be huffing and puffing, okay? And this is part of why this is a team that is having success. And by having rebounds, not only offensive rebounds or just total rebounds, offensive rebounds gives you second chance points. Defensive rebounds and just rebounds in general help you set up fast breaks in transition and demoralize your opponent. But besides that, offensive rebounds also allows more points in the paint, where also you're physically imposing yourself on the opponent, which is, slowly wearing them down as you get to the fourth quarter. And then free throws, again, free points, and really it's a little breather because you can take your time. And I think if you're looking at the Hornets right now, this is a very valuable lesson for any young team that is currently rebuilding or still building. Even if they don't play their best game, the Hornets have shown that they've been able to stay with the league's upper echelon. And I think they should honestly keep moving forward, okay? And they will only get better. And I know we're, a quarter of the way through the season, and right now, this team is looking like a top 6 seed in the East, and I'm really happy for that. And I think part of the reason why this team has been so successful is you guys got guys like, first off, Nick Richards, who's been playing a little bit off the bench, and is actually really the backup center behind Miles Plumlee when they don't go small with, they've really been going small a lot of the times with some, Nick Richards is their main backup center, but when they do go small, we've seen a little bit of PJ Washington out there, but PJ Washington really has had his minutes cut, and it's been kind of weird. Can someone explain why PJ Washington, I know he's missed time, but can someone tell me just in general why PJ Washington's averaging 21 minutes a night? And why don't they play Vernon Carey? Or I understand that James Bouknight, JT Thor, and Kai Jones need time. I mean, James Bouknight should have been ready to play. I love Jalen McDaniels and Cody Martin. I mean, this team just LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, Miles Bridges, Mason Plumlee, Ish Smith, Kelly Oubre, PJ Washington, okay? Cody Martin, and you could really say Jalen McDaniels. That's 10 guys right there, and you want to include Nick Richards. That's an 11-man rotation. Not many teams have that. So kudos to them for having an 11-man freaking rotation. Not many teams have that. And that's something good to have. And they beat the Wizards, who I think the Wizards right now are one of the top 3, top 4 best teams in the league, and definitely one of the 2 best teams in the Eastern Conference. And the Hornets beat them. And I know they lost to the Hawks, who the Hawks are a good team. But before that, the Hornets also beat the Wizards twice. 2 times in a span of 5 days. People have to realize that is very impressive. They also beat, the Pacers, the Warriors, the Knicks, okay, the Grizzlies,